folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to spatchcock a chicken. What is that, you ask? Well, it's actually a very common method of cooking chicken. It's just got a funny name that some people have never heard of and some people have. So, today I'm going to show you how to do it. Essentially what we're going to do is cut the backbone out of the chicken, press it out flat, and then we're going to roast it in the oven. Pretty much as simple as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything set up. I'm actually going to take you through the process of cutting the bird and getting it laid out so that you can see exactly how it's done, and then we'll get it seasoned up and get it in the oven and see how it turns out. So I'll bring you back in a couple minutes. Okay folks, we're back. So I got my nice clean chicken here. I actually picked up a bunch of these when they were on sale at Gordon Foods, and I got them for like 79 cents a pound. So I had a few of these in my freezer. So this is what chicken looks like when it's clean. Most everybody's handled the chicken, so everybody's pretty familiar with it. You know, breast side, your legs. So what we're looking to do is cut the backbone out of the chicken. So we're going to turn this over. Now if you have the chicken, you can see where the backbone is going to run. So what you want to do is get yourself a really sharp pair of kitchen shears. You can do this with a knife as well, although I find that to be a little bit more difficult. So I'm getting right on the side of the backbone here. Just making nice clean cuts. Take your time. It's not a race. It's not dangerous if you take your time. And look at, we cut nice and cleanly through there. Make sure you guys can see that. And now we're going to go back on the other side. We're going to take the rest of this backbone out. Just like I said, slow and steady wins the race, folks. It's not anything to hurry about. Alright, so we go ahead and we get the whole backbone out of there. I'm going to put that aside. I have kind of a running freezer bag full of chicken scraps or poultry scraps that I keep adding to for when I want to make stock. I'll just go ahead and trimming any more little edges that I might have missed with the scissors, but for the most part this looks pretty good. Like I said, it's just, making it as clean as possible. And then, for any of you looking to get frustration out, this is the part you've been waiting for. So now you take your bird back and flip it back over, and you're going to pull it apart like this, and you're basically looking for it to crack and flatten out. Normally there's a louder crack than that, but apparently it's like it went without fuss. So that's what you're looking for, is to get your chicken to lay flat. Make sure you guys can see that. Get this little extra flat fatty cartilage up here. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so that's the end result we're looking for. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my mess a little bit here. I'm going to get this on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You all know my affinity for parchment paper. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to season this, and we'll get this in the oven. So, okay folks, we're back. So as you can see, I got the chicken on a baking sheet here with some parchment paper, and I thought I'd show you what I was going to do here. So we've got Hidden Valley Fiesta Ranch dip. If you haven't tried this, I highly suggest you do. There is a huge following for this, and my friend Lisa over at Sutton's Days has started a Fiesta Ranch Rules the World movement, and it's pretty tasty stuff. So we're going to use a little bit of this. I don't use a whole package of this. I use maybe, I don't know, a couple tablespoons of it. I tend to keep this in a jar. I open up the package and put it in a jar and use it like a seasoning mix. So I just wanted to show you the whole package in case you were going out and looking for it. So we're going to use some of that and some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to mix it together and make basically a kind of a thin paste. And I'm going to get that rubbed all over this chicken. I don't use anything else because this has salt in it. So it really doesn't need anything else. So I just rubbed that on there. I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. And we're going to get it in the oven. But I'll bring you back after I rub it down and show you what it looks like. Okay, and we're back. So what I did is I got everything all rubbed down both sides. Do the underside. You want to get that flavor to soak up from both sides. So I got everything rubbed down. I went under the skin, the whole 9 yards. And then what I did is I just did an extra little sprinkle over the top when I was done. And that just ends up, you know, helping with good color and just makes it look pretty. Now the question you may ask is what is the point of this? What's the advantage of this? Why would you do it this way? The biggest advantage is it's going to cook quickly and more evenly. Because you're kind of creating a level surface of food to cook, and it's going to be about the same thickness all the way through. Everything's going to cook more evenly. You're going to end up not drying out your white meat, waiting for your dark meat to cook through. So it just happens to be a quicker and more efficient way to cook with better results. So that's why you do it. So we're ready to go here. Like I said, I got everything rubbed down and ready to go. I got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're going to check this at about 45 minutes, see where we're at for temperature. We're looking for an internal temperature of 165 degrees. You want to do that in the dark meat, in the thickest part of the dark meat. So we'll check that with a thermometer at about 45 minutes and see how we look. And I'll bring you back at that point and let you know what's going on. Okay, folks, welcome back. I just pulled this out. It's been about 35 minutes in the oven. I checked the temp in the deepest part of the dark meat, and we're at about 115 or so. So that means we got maybe about 15-20 minutes left. What I did is I went ahead and popped open a can of home-canned potatoes and home-canned carrots, a little salt and pepper, another teaspoon of the, not even, maybe a half a teaspoon of the Fiesta Ranch mix. Just mix that all up, and I'm just going to pour these around the chicken at this point. These are already cooked, so these aren't going to require much other than heating them through, giving them a little color, and they're also going to soak up some of the juices from this chicken. So, we're going to get what is essentially, well, not essentially, what is a sheet pan dinner. So I've had a couple of people ask about sheet pan dinners. I love them. I love to be able to cook everything in one shot, one dish, one cleanup. So we got the potatoes and carrots spread around there. We're going to get this back into the oven. You can see that the chicken is starting to brown a little bit on top. So probably what I'm going to do is take a little piece of aluminum foil. Maybe I'll just grab that while I got you folks here with me. I'm just going to pop that over it just to, you know, keep it from getting too brown. You know, aluminum foil is malleable. You can make it whatever size you want. So, just going to go just like that. That's just going to protect our chicken from getting too brown. So I'm going to pop this back in the oven. Like I said, probably another 15-20 minutes. And we should be ready to go for what is one of Josh's favorite meals. He loves roast chicken. So I'll bring you back when we get to that point and show you what it looks like. Okay, folks, welcome back. So I pulled this out of the oven. We were actually probably a total of about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, a lot of that may have to do with the fact that it wasn't completely thawed all the way in the center. So probably took a little longer than what it typically would have taken. but it is thoroughly cooked all the way through. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm going to get this cut up, make a plate for Josh, and then I'll bring you back so you can see what it looks like. Okay, folks, here you go. For those of you who want to see a picture at the end, that's what it looks like all plated up. I usually start Josh out with the legs and the wings because, you know, he likes those pieces, and then go on from there. Me, I like the breast, so that's what I'll start with. But I just wanted to show you the finished product. I hope this video gave you a new idea of how to cook chicken. I hope the method was clear. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Come back and see us soon. As always, hope you had a great day.